How do you think Wishbone Ash got their name? You think they were fighting over like a wishbone at like family dinner, and then maybe like it fell into like a candle, and then there was just like ash everywhere from the wishbone?
Who knows?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys know? Please tell us.
Sounds like a character from some weird 80s cartoon movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say for like a Looney Tunes or something.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, S.A.D. fam? It's Sight After Dark, aka S.A.D., back at you with another reaction. This time we're checking out Wishbone Ash yet again. The song is Phoenix from the Live Dates album. Let's check it out.
Live dates. I usually just eat pitted dates.
I like the dried dates.
Mm-hmm.
Dates? Wow, that was an easy one. I just airballed that.
Let's do it again.
What is it? What are we doing? What kind of dates do you like?
Live dates. I like the pitted dates.
I like the dried ones actually. Drums though.
Leave it all far behind, all the ruins and the fire. Raise your head from the ashes. Many men lay dead. You can see them like I.
pre-Berg part of the song.
Do a jig.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was wild. That was a quick 17 minutes. Mm-hmm. I definitely got lost in that.
That was so 70s, especially towards the end. I'm not done yet. Okay, let's just breathe.
I know it's already been 16 minutes, but if you think we're done, you're crazy. Yeah, they're like, let's just fake them out as many times as we possibly can. But this was great. The dynamics of the song, like the ground that it covered, was so great. The drums really held it down.
Oh yeah, the drums trickled in like from the top. Whoever produced this live was awesome because they like fell into my head from up there. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, when you're like locating the sound in your speakers, it comes from different parts. I love that it came from a part that I never thought it would come from.
From all the like top left.
Yeah, like into my head.
So left ear high frequencies and then dropping in.
That was insane.
Yeah.
That was really great. I love the wah wah of the pedal. I did like that was a different guitar, right, than the lead guitar. Right?
Yeah, well that's the thing. It's funny because I wasn't sure at first until the end when they started doing the guitar harmonies, and then I was like, okay, there's definitely two guitars here.
Right. Because
that could have been like a funky keyboard or something.
It could have, especially the way he was playing.
Just bounce.
Yeah, it was like, okay, well, is this keys or is this strings? And it's more impressive that it was strings, I think, with the wah-wah, because it's like the detailed space between every single note was kind of crazy. It felt more like keys, but I was like, it can't be. Like,
that gave me pause too. I was trying to figure out what that was, and I definitely was leaning towards keys until the end where they both were doing the guitar harmonies, which by the way was awesome, and I feel like Metallica was listening to that when they were writing some of their stuff. Like that ending part there definitely gave me that like 80s metal, like thrash metal vibe. Right? But obviously this is way before. I mean, this is 73. This is crazy.
Ahead of their time. Into the metal era, though. Definitely early 70s heading into metal era, for sure. You clearly heard the phoenix rumbling underneath the ashes. Visually, you saw it as well. Then rising up. I feel like the last quarter of the song, the phoenix was just coasting. It was already up. Yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
Gone. Doing its Phoenix things.
Yeah, there were some hollow
going to
moments.
The dry cleaners and and the laundromat and stuff. Sorry.
Soaring over. There were hollow moments in the song, when the song just like fell out, no sound, the audience was just keeping the rhythm. I was wondering if the audience was going to keep the rhythm and if the musicians were going to play back at the same rhythm, and they did.
Yeah.
At some points I was like, were they going too fast with the claps? But no, they kind of like leveled out.
Yeah.
And then they played. Clearly the musicians love this song. Love this instrumental. You could just hear the feeling in the way they played. I thought that was great. Guitars, drums, bass. Bass wasn't super prominent in the beginning, but towards the middle and the end, it started to get fatter.
Yeah. And really holding on down the low end because the guitars were going all crazy, so you really have to have the bass like keep it steady.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the rhythm section really did a great job here.
And it's hard to vocally ruin this song, honestly. You just need to sing on key and sing whatever.
That's funny.
So yeah, the vocals were great.
You know what's funny? When the vocals first came in, I didn't even think it was vocals. When he keeps saying, I thought it was like a keyboard. Again, this is like, it meshed in, it felt like it mixed into the song so well. It didn't even feel like a voice at first until we started saying words.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When he just came in with like the first like tone or two, I didn't even really know if it was gonna be singing or just like whatever. But then once he started saying words, I was like, oh, I guess there is singing in the song.
Yeah.
Because there could have not been singing in the song.
What I really want to know is how does a live recording go into the studio and come onto a live album? Do they produce it? I mean, do you separate the tracks? Like, because I think one live recording, it just depends on the producer. I guess the producer has all the cables fed into whatever
they should, yeah.
And you can just separate them once they go into the studio.
Well, I don't know how it worked in 73.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, like, doing it now, I'm thinking if you were to record a live album, you would have every instrument mic'd up separately.
Yeah.
And then you would have the tracks going directly into whatever software. But I don't know how they had to do that back then because they had to bring this, like, giant equipment. You know what I mean? So I don't really know how... I don't know if they were mixed separately or if it's just one take of everything. You know what I mean? I'm really not sure. And maybe it's just the actual mixing in the concert, and that's how it's recorded.
Right, no idea. Yeah, it sounds produced so well. It's not hard to believe that there's an audience there, but because the production is so good, you can hear the instruments coming from separate parts and leveled out nicely and then together as well, that it's incredible almost that this comes from a live setting and then goes into the studio and gets mixed so well, you know?
I was also thinking that where there were certain parts where they had the panning from the left ear to the right ear, and I'm like, okay, how do you do that with a live album? I was thinking about that, So they clearly had to have taken the tracks and then, like, produced them later. But you guys can tell us more about that if you know.
I call it magnificent. Whatever it is.
This was Magnificent by Wishbone Ash. Phoenix. And it's from the Live Dates album. Shout out to our patrons on Patreon for voting for this. This was the winner of a poll on our Patreon. If you like what we do here, check us out on Patreon so you can tell us what to react to. And it helps us to continue doing this. But until next time, more S.A.D. After Dark. We'll see you soon. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it to this point in the video, definitely make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. It really helps us out a lot.
And guys, you gotta check out our merch. We've got all the links below for all our S.A.D. After Dark merchandise. You've got to get something.
Check us out on Patreon. All of our patrons help to determine what content we make. We put bonus content on there, and every single dollar helps us to continue making content like this.
Don't forget to listen to our music. Everywhere where you stream music, S.A.D. After Dark appears. So check out our music on all streaming platforms.
See you soon. I was wrong. It's 17 minutes.
Ooh.
This is going to be epic, though. Like Phoenix, and it's a long-ass song. I feel like there's going to be a death and a rebirth musically.
And some rising from ashes.